In Halloween Ends, what does the Laurie versus Michael vendetta really mean to Michael Myers? Let's talk about it.
Lock your doors, bolt your windows, and turn off the lights. Make sure the kids are safe at home, cause you're headed to the Night Watch Zone. Night Watch Zone.
Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. So we are going to be talking about Halloween Ends and something that has been brought up to my attention in comments and also in live streams about this vendetta of Laurie Strode versus Michael Myers. And does Michael even care about it? Well, here's the short answer. Not really. At least, or I should say no, because in 2018 and then in Kills, it was established that Michael Myers is not after Laurie Strode. He's not, which is, it's harkening back to the original Carpenter. He wanted Michael portrayed as this force of evil, and it was just fate. It was just happenstance that Michael and Laurie were in each other's path. And obviously he took it out on Laurie and Annie and Linda. So anyways, the point I'm getting to is for Halloween Ends, will that remain the same? Well, the quick answer to that is no, it won't remain the same. I think, at least from what we've seen in the trailer, and that's what we're going by, in the trailer, there is a scene that definitely shows that Michael, he wants to get some payback, so to speak. And I'm talking about the scene that's the homage to H2O, where he is literally taking Laurie's hand and trying to stuff it down the garbage disposal. That is in my way of thinking. And you guys let me know what you think. That's Michael's way of basically saying, you shot my hand all up to shit. Now I'm going to take your hand. And I think that's exactly what's happening in that scene. He's getting revenge on Laurie. Let's just be clear about this. Michael Myers is not stupid. Okay, we can say a lot of things about Michael Myers, especially if you're not a fan of Michael Myers. But the one thing that he isn't is stupid. And I honestly think that in Halloween Ends, when Michael and Laurie are in each other's path, whenever that happens, and we've talked a lot about those ideas, check out my other videos on that. But I think Michael is going to be specifically trying to get revenge on Laurie, or specifically trying to take her out. I think he's basically going to recognize, like, hey, this chick keeps showing up in 2018 in my path. Now in Kills, that was a totally different situation, because then he was dealing with Allison and he was dealing with Karen. But I honestly believe in Halloween Ends, when they face off, it's not just that Michael is trying to kill some random person. I think there is going to be that understanding, within him. There's going to be that recognition that this is that lady who, hey, she blew off my fingers and now I gotta kill her. There might even be recognition that she's Laurie Strode from 1978, the one that got away. I was about to kill her, and then she grabbed at my mask, and I didn't want my mask taken off, and I had to put it back on. And then friggin' Loomis comes in. I shot him 6 times, So I think that that's definitely something that's going to be happening in Halloween Ends, which is different, in this timeline. I think that that's actually a really cool way for this movie, the arc, to go. And I think that it'd be very interesting. And it's showing, like I said, in that scene in the trailer, when he's taking her hand and trying to put it down the garbage disposal, she's like, no, and headbutts him, backwards. I definitely think that's him trying to get some payback. Basically, you messed up my hand, I'm gonna mess up your hand, because he could do 1,000 other things instead of putting her hand down the garbage disposal, right? So to me, that is clear-cut evidence that Michael Audrey Myers recognizes Laurie Strode, remembers Laurie Strode, because again, now whether or not that scene takes place after the 4-year time jump or before, I think it's after. Regardless, the point is that he recognizes her, he recognizes what she did, and yeah, Michael Myers wants some damn payback, and that's why he's trying to do that to her hand. So I think it's really, really interesting stuff because it shows, a little bit more depth to him, as far as trying to give her payback for what she did to him in 2018 when she blew off his fingers with the shotgun. But for you guys, let me know what you think. Is this what's going on? Is Michael actually, recognizing Laurie Strode, this confrontation, this Laurie Strode versus Michael vendetta that's been going on forever? In this timeline, it's been going on for 40 years. Now, obviously, we've seen it happen several times in the franchise, but those sequels don't count in this particular timeline. But I think it's actually a cool way to call back their fight, their struggle, because they aren't brother and sister in this timeline. So this is a way, and who knows, maybe this was the game plan all along, that David Gordon Green was gonna make it so that there'd be a reason for him to want to kill her, to be after her. It's not just that she, Michael's walking down the street and she walks across and he's like, hey, there's one. It's not like that. Like, she literally did something to him to cause him to want to have revenge against her. And it's almost like it's a substitute for them being brother and sister. I think it's actually kind of smart. I think it's really, really smart. And how much that will play into ends, I don't know. I hope it plays a pretty good part of ends, because I think what we saw in that trailer, I think there's a lot more to see. There's a lot more to the story. And I think that really is interesting. It's exciting. But it also gives me a sense of, a different way that they're portraying this vendetta. It's almost like a little bit of a fresh take to the vendetta. So I'm excited for it. I'm sure we'll see more in the next trailer, which I'm assuming will be coming up within the next couple of weeks. I would think the next trailer will come at least by the middle of September, I would think. So anyways, you guys let me know what you think about the Laurie versus Michael vendetta. Do you think Michael is trying to get revenge on Laurie, specifically that scene? Because I haven't heard anyone really talk about that. But I think, he recognizes her. He recognizes what she did. There's that level of understanding and desire for him to pay back what she did. So anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Hopefully we have a good discussion on it, because I haven't really seen many people have a discussion on it. So I'd like to discuss it with you guys and see what you think. Please give the video a like. That would help support the channel, and I'd really appreciate it. And if you have not subscribed to the Night Watch Zone, what are you doing? This is the time to do it. And we're having so much fun. We're almost there to Halloween Ends. Can't believe it. Anyways, if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you are the Night Watch. Peace.